Yo, love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. Listen to what love is. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. See, it's not easily angered. That's why we're able to temperance our emotions and to be able to keep moving forward in a very calm state after all of the things that these demonic forces utilize people to do against us. We're still able to walk and talk and move and have our being with a level head because it's not easily angered. Okay. Okay, it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. Good morning, collective. I am Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. We have to remind ourselves in this world what love is and that love does still exist, not just between a man and a woman, but self-love and love in how we interface with the living things on this planet, people, places, and things, and interact and intervene with them in the energy of love. If you want to have a positive earthly experience, and if you want to attract money and prosperity and more love and positive experiences in your journey, you have to be on that frequency and vibration of love. Okay, so what I'm getting, the energy this morning is, I don't know if I'm picking up on one person, a group of people. It could be a group of people or one person, but somebody regrets trying to, someone's in regret right now because they did something, I feel like, to restrict your freedom. Okay. And this could have been for a long time, is what I'm getting. There could be a group of people or one person that made the decision to put you up, to put your whole life up. What I'm getting is whoever I'm talking to, and it could be several energies that are having the same human experience. A lot of us mirror the same experiences, even though the characters in our story are different, it's still the same experiences, which is how these tarot card readers work and how they're able to resonate with so many people that have different stories and different characters that play different roles in their stories. Because we're humans, but we're all still mirroring the same exact experiences, okay? But it's being played out by different people in different roles in our story, okay? Now, what I'm getting is wherever you come from, you might have come from either a vulnerable community or a vulnerable family. Now, that could be financially vulnerable, but it's some level of dysfunction either in your family or community. It could be that you could have grown up in an economically challenged type environment, whether you grew up in a ghetto, whether you grew up in a barrio because you're Hispanic, whether you just grew up in a trailer park, or whether you just grew up on a poor farm, or whether you grew up, whatever, regardless of your race and culture, it's something about the environment that you grew up in, being vulnerable financially or economically. There was somebody or several people that made some kind of decision early on in your life to be a part of a group that would manipulate your life in such a way where you were never supposed to raise above a certain career or an income bracket or education level. Like, you would think that, oh, no, everybody has an opportunity to break out of cycles or to break out of whatever community you come from, coal miner's daughter type energy, or, whatever. You would think that all of us have an opportunity to break out of, you could be from a village, but somebody was taking deliberate action in your life to make sure that you would never come out of a certain community where you don't make above a certain amount of money and you have to be in a certain type of relationship and live a certain type of toxic way where you have to always borrow from Peter, rob Peter to pay Paul, and commit petty crimes just to survive. And just it would be a normal thing, this way of life, repeating some kind of poverty cycle. But this was a deliberate attempt to keep you in that type of community on that level. It was a deliberate attempt. Okay. Now I know in the Black community, they have a lot of black boule people, okay, that are parts of these cults and covens and work with the system in white supremacy to hold other Black people down and to ensure that these type of situations and communities, they always exist, and they keep people on a certain level and make sure a certain amount of y'all don't get out. And it takes cooperation from someone possibly from the same community as you that has actually made it out. It takes their cooperation to make sure a certain amount of you stay in. You understand? You get my drift? Now, this is something that can be that's displayed in that series, The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games, I think the very first one had a peacekeeper or a soldier, and he was on the other side of the fence, making good money, living in a good neighborhood, while other people were living in the districts. The districts, of course, would represent your trailer parks, your ghettos, your barrios, and farm communities that are very poor or impoverished. The districts would represent people in a certain income bracket, okay, that have to live a certain type of a way. Now, he was in charge of making sure, he was almost like an overseer. He would be in slavery, he would be an overseer. But in the Hunger Games, he knew these people very well and how to block them and what to do to stop them. And then it was found out later on by one of the people he was blocking. They were like, hey, you're one of us. You came from where we came from, even though he tried his best to keep that hidden. You understand? And that's when I believe he had explained. He was like, yes, and I would do anything to keep you all where you are, if it means that you people don't belong where I am. Okay, even though he came from there. You understand what I'm saying? And he got special benefits by keeping the people from the districts in the Hunger Games, by keeping them at bay, by keeping them at the bottom of the food chain, so that they could utilize their energy and their slave labor work, so that they could live in wealth. Because the truth of the matter is, the only way that the elite can live wealthy and not have to ever work, and their children never work for generations and generations because they're lazy as fuck, is truthfully by manipulating life in such a way where you stop people from being able to, one, become independent and get their own utilities, find ways to get their own land, and create their own communities where they thrive, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, and live off on your own. No, you have to be dependent on a system, number one. You have to be dependent on a system, and you need people in that system to run it for you. That means that can never escape. That means you have to limit education, only let a few get through, okay? You have to limit education, and you have to also always create obstacles and challenges. So that means certain things that should be easy for you to bypass, we have to make sure if someone does bypass this, that we create another obstacle to block them. And if they bypass that, it has to be another obstacle. But we have to place a few people that come from where they come as winners So it looks like inclusion and fairness. We're going to have to take a few of them and post them up as poster children. But the majority, we need those people to work so that we can pay nothing for food, for land, for housing. Most of the elite and wealthy people barely have ever had to pay for damn near anything. The taxes that you all work for and pay go towards paying for a certain class of people, them being able to live very cheaply. Believe it or not, some of the communities, the neighborhoods that you might have thought would be the most expensive to live in, if you've ever traveled to some of the most expensive, wealthy communities where the most expensive homes are, and go to the grocery store, you see they pay less money. They pay less money and have lower interest rates for furniture, for groceries, for credit. Every single thing that a certain community of wealthy people have, uh, big ticket items, because they can get a much lower interest rate, and other things of that, and their groceries, their taxes are so low. You're unaware of this because you wouldn't have a reason to travel to these communities. So when you're paying these high ass prices in your communities, the purpose is to hit you in the pocket so that you be stuck in your community, you be stuck at a job, you'll be stuck in a cycle, and you think paying these prices that you pay are normal, paying these interest rates that you pay is normal. And a lot of people have already woken up to that. And that's why all these things now are being manufactured to stop people that have gone through this great awakening from fleeing the country. If you're, I guess, from America, a lot of people that have woken up and they see the whole game. A whole bunch of people that have woken up and see the whole game that are pulling their money out and trying to hurry up and flee America. It's like right now the doors are closing. They're trying to manipulate things in such a way where people will be trapped in. It'll be difficult because they don't want their slaves getting out of the country. Okay. All right. So we're going to jump on into this read here. I know I talk a lot, but somebody, for lack of a better word, somebody read your astrology and it was told to them that you were going to be of great service to the world with service here. And they knew this about you already. But they know for a person that's of great service to the universe, maybe because you're an older soul and you would serve a purpose in this world, you would have to embody a certain type of energy. And there are blessings that come with people like you. There's great wealth and prosperity and abundance that a person of your spiritual caliber has destined for them. Okay. So somebody, instead of allowing destiny to take place in your life, which they couldn't stop it anyway, out of pride, they decided they could utilize your energy in a different way. Now we know energy is neutral. You understand? Your energy, which is supposed to be for your purpose, they wanted to alchemize your energy and use it like a prostitute, literally. Somebody wanted to keep you in a certain income bracket struggling, and they wanted you to get into certain types of relationships in your life whereby you would get stuck with children that you can't afford and toxic relationships you can't afford to get out of, where you'd be financially codependent, emotionally codependent, and unhealed from being in a toxic environment and community. And you would be low vibrational, and that way you would be more open to a sexually promiscuous lifestyle. And for a very small amount of money, you would be very easy to access sexually. Okay. These people wanted to take your Christ energy that you were born with. I didn't say you were born perfect. You were born here for certain lessons, but you were born on a Christ frequency. Okay. That's why promiscuity never sat right with you, whoever I'm talking to. It doesn't feel right to you, okay? That type of lifestyle. But these people wanted to, or a person, they out of their ego wanted to rewrite the story that God wrote for you already, and through spell work and manipulation to make sure that you stayed in the type of environment you were born in. They would turn you into a person that whose back was financially up against the wall with low self-esteem, and they would have easy access to you sexually, whereby they wouldn't have to, if you don't know your real value, they would never have to pay you or offer you anything to access your energy that's worth billions of dollars. You understand? Somebody knew that your energy is worth billions of dollars. Do you hear me? And they figured if they could manipulate your environment, your entire life, and control it from the time you're a child, that you would have a certain mindset whereby you wouldn't know the value of your sacral energy. You wouldn't even know what sacral energy was. And therefore, even though it's worth billions of dollars, they would have access to it easily, and they would be able to throw dollars in your face because you would always be in need to them. And they'd be able to manipulate your life and relationships, and you would just never know any better. But God, see, when you're born on a Christ frequency, even as a child, you can see through all illusions. And for some reason, in whoever I'm talking to, in your life, for some reason, that oil in your lamp, your frequency you were born on, the Christ frequency, always opened up your creative mind to ways and avenues. Doors opened up for you even as a younger person. I feel like you're someone that might have started working at a very young age. And no matter what, you were taking leaps and bounds that had people scratching their heads like, what the hell? How did they get that? Wait a minute. Where'd they get that job from? Who hired them? They're moving too quick. They're only 17. Wait a minute. Slow them down. God damn it. They're not even in a relationship. What the hell? Quick. Who's she dating, or who are they dating right? Who's he dating right now? Quick. We need to get a baby in them. We need to do something quick, because it seems like doors are flying open for this person. Everything they touch, it expands. And I don't know how they're manifesting at such a fast rate. I feel like whoever you I feel like you worked from a very young age, and not just worked, you caught on to things very quickly. You caught on to how to make money work for you at a young age. And things naturally would manifest due to wise decisions that you made. They could not shut down that Christ energy that was flowing through your mind, the way that you think. Okay? So even if they were manipulating your family, your community to block you, even if you dropped out of school, anything that happened in your life, whether you went to college or not, it did not matter, because you had the mind of Christ. There are billionaires that have the mind of Christ that didn't even go to junior high school, but instead their school was the world, and they got out there and learned how to do something very well, and then they touched and expand on it. They could have found a way to save to buy a piece of land and farm that land and became a billionaire. There are billionaires out here that didn't get a formal education, that had the mind of God, that were just able to get out here and learn how to do something or sell something very good. And that's how they learned. And then they started doing their own taxes, anything they were required. And that whatever they did made them money. And they were able to start expanding on that, buying property, buying land, to do it on a larger scale. Okay. The world and living life and out there making money was their school. Do you understand? Plenty of people. So whoever you are, the way that you took off in your life, they were not expecting it. You did not take the avenue they wanted you to. So I feel like this happened I feel like you took off maybe between puberty and maybe close to 26, 27, 28. I feel like you took off in your life. Like opportunities were just opening for you, and you were navigating like it was nothing. And when they came around to you, they realized you were moving too fast and they were not getting the type of access to you they wanted. Okay. And they started doing things in your life to really block you and stop you. Some of that had to do with manipulating the people you were married to or in relationships with to create obstacles for you to slow you down. It could have been a child, it could have been children, someone dragging you through court situations. You could be a man or a woman. But whatever the case may be, the things that happen and events in your life, at one point in your youth, you were taken off, but suddenly all these crazy obstacles and people seem to intentionally do things to block you and to try to destroy opportunities for you. That was intentional so that they could get back on course and see if they could force and back you into the place they wanted you in. Easy sexual access. But whoever you are, you still worked hard and had to suffer a lot in your work to keep moving forward. But that just was never your energy. And it's been an uphill battle. Whoever I'm talking to, your whole life has been an uphill battle because someone has been fighting to make you stop fighting and give up and unzip your pants or lift up, open your legs. Like somebody has been, or a group has been like fighting you. They've literally been fighting your progress in love and in your life to try to force you into becoming what they want you to be so they could utilize your energy. And now they're in regret. One or more of these people have a past history of MK Ultra, a victim mentality. I also got that some of these people are very financially codependent, and some of them are jealous of you because a lot of them only married for money so that they could be in certain situations. And they already had an agreement with their spouse, man or woman, and just I could be talking to a man or a woman because it's the same thing with young men too. They try to force young men to be prostitutes too, whether male prostitutes or other. Try to force this lifestyle on a lot of young men that are abused at a very young age, and try to make sure that they block opportunity. It's not just happening to women. They try to block opportunities and traumatize our young men too, to try to force them, especially if their energy is golden and it's a young man that is balanced in his masculine and feminine energy and has his head on right. And especially if it's a young man that's carrying the light of God. Okay. So either way, a lot of these people are jealous because they've gotten into marriages for stability, and they gotten into marriages for stability already in agreement of the type of marriage they would have. It's not based on love. And the person they married, they can do whatever they want. They can have sex with whoever they want, do this, that, and the other. A lot of them got into political marriages, so to speak, just marriages out of survival, and they're very unhappy in those relationships and marriages, okay? And to see you happy and to see you making money and thriving and having the option of being in a connection or not, makes a lot of them jealous because one, you can have love, and if love is not available, you can keep to yourself because you've made the choice to work for yourself, to work hard to get the things you want. You're not lazy. There we are. Whoever you are, you're not lazy, and you know how to mind your business and focus on whatever your craft is. So I have regret, clarify regret. Let's jump in. So somebody is in regret that they were trying to restrict your freedom so that they could use you. And it's because of their pride, and you're a person of service. Now, I have good gentlemen in the reverse. This is an older person. This might be an older man, okay? And then I have rich man and rich lady. And I have court here. That's interesting. Tell me about court, Holy Divine Spirit. Tell me about court. Can you imagine coming from a poor community like a ghetto or a barrio or a trailer park or something, and actually having somebody working actively to make sure that you never make it out? Like somebody literally behind the scenes spying on you and monitoring your life. I mean, like from childhood, and their deliberate intention is to make sure that you never move out of a ghetto, that you never move out of a trailer park or a farm, or you never move out of a barrio or something like that. They want you to live that type of lifestyle, and they want you to be in a toxic environment and toxic relationships where people have to do whatever they have to do to survive. Like someone wanting that type of lifestyle for you, and to fight you tooth and nail, an uphill battle, like where you're on one side of a wall and you're about to push that wall up. You're pushing that wall literally while you're going up a mountain, and they're on the top of the mountain with their hands on the wall, pushing down, trying to push you back down. Someone actually taking this type of action in your life is demonic, and they're doing it so they can live their life because they're lazy. They're spiritually lazy and physically lazy. Too spiritually lazy to do their shadow work and get up off their ass so that they can clear their mind and heal their wounds so they can focus. A lot of the problem, and let me tell you what a lot of the problem is. A lot of the problem is you can't clear your mind to get in alignment, to focus, to make money because you don't know how to mind your business. It takes focus to know how to mind your business so you can make money, and you could work on your health, and you could work on your own self-esteem. It takes focus. You have to be able to focus your mind on yourself, right? Okay. The reason you can't focus is because a lot of times we're unhealed from wounds that we have because we haven't done our shadow work yet. And when we don't do our shadow work, we have a whole bunch of chaotic energy inside of us with no purpose for that energy. So we thrive off of chaos and drama, other people's. So that means we're not focused on our job, our career, ourself, our purpose. We're focused on somebody else's. And we're envious because we see somebody else living their purpose. We see somebody else bright and shiny. We see someone else getting accolades for being focused. And we're not focused. And we're not focused because we're unhealed. And we don't want to deal with our trauma. So we're focused on another person that's shining instead of working on ourselves and cleaning our own glass house so that we can shine too. You understand? 90% of it is focusing on yourself. I saw a picture and a video of Missy Elliott, who y'all remember, Missy Elliott. She is gorgeous. Missy Elliott, she's gorgeous. You know why she's gorgeous? I'm talking about physically. I don't know her personally. I don't know her personality. But I know she knows how to focus. You know how I know she knows how to focus? Because she's gorgeous. That's how I know she knows how to focus. And I was watching a video of hers and like how she's just been focusing like on her own life or whatever. And somebody had made a comment under her post, and I giggled to myself because the comment said, see, this is what happens when you know how to mind your business. And it just lit me up because I was like, yeah, that's right. This is what minding your own business gets you. When you minding your own business and focusing on your own self-improvement financially, spiritually, energetically, physically, and you're 100% throwing all of your energy and focus into self-improvement, guess what? You're going to self-improve everything about you. You understand? It's called minding your business, okay? And focus. That's how you manifest. You manifest by channeling all of your energy into things that affect you. But a lot of people can't do that because their energy is too chaotic. And the reason the energy is chaotic is because if they get focused, problems are going to come up that hinder them. And usually the blockages and problems that they have something to do with something that's unhealed. So it could be a personality issue, why they can't get a job or attract people to their business or make money, or, have progress in certain relationships, business relationships in their life. It might be something in their attitude, their personality flaw. And if they get focused and they're still blocked, they're going to have to address whatever character flaws they have. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They just get frustrated and say, see, I tried to focus and what's happening for you is not happening for me. But they don't want to admit why that is. And it has something to do with them not wanting to address whatever personality and character flaws they have. Okay, so I have rich man, rich lady in court here, and I really want to know what this is about. Tell me, what is this rich man, rich lady? I don't know. Who are these two people? It's a man here and a woman, and they came out together, a rich man and a rich lady. All right, I have the hermit reverse. Okay, the hermit reverse could be someone that might be alone and depressed right now. The hermit reverse could be somebody that's going through something emotionally right now, or they can't regulate their emotions, or someone that could have access to information that maybe they abuse or don't do the right thing with, or use information in a bad way. Something could have changed about something. What is the Page of Swords reverse? Something could be a lie. Something could be about a lie from the past. Okay, something might not be equal anymore. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, clarify the Six of Pentacles. What's the Six of Pentacles in reverse? The Devil. Okay, so somebody might not have energy for a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, I did pick up on a Capricorn that is the head of some kind of a cult before, and someone doesn't have the same energy anymore for being on this type of time with you, or for whatever they were trying to do with you, or a lie that a Capricorn could have told about you. Someone might not have the same energy anymore. Somebody did lie on you. So to get people to agree to help them to manipulate your life so that they could utilize your energy, somebody told a lie on you. Somebody lied on you. They might have said you was a prostitute or something. This could be somebody that might be in a different wealth class. They might be in a different economic class than you. So the people they lied to, they might not be in the same circles as you. Say these are people in some wealth class circle, and say you come from maybe a more economically vulnerable community. No one that you have been in the same circles with would know anybody from the circle that this Capricorn is in. So they could say whatever they wanted to the people in their circle, and they would believe them. And they're not a part of whatever goes on in your circle. You understand what I'm saying? And they lied to a bunch of people about you. And right now, somebody wants to take very quick action. Oh, wow, to do something that's fair, equal exchange or equal give and take with something. What's the Knight of Pentacles reverse? Or someone's taking action. So somebody doesn't have any more energy, possibly for a Capricorn that lied about you. Okay. So someone might not have any more energy for a Capricorn that told a lie about you. And somebody is taking very quick action to do something, to orchestrate something. Right now, they're working with somebody that they've been giving and receiving from. Who is that? Some narcissistic energy to take action. Okay, so there's somebody here that's no longer working for a Capricorn. This Capricorn could be the head of a cult that's from the wealth class. But whoever this person is that used to work for them, what they did to you was based off of a lie that was told about you. And now that the truth is out about you and what they did behind the scenes to try to make it look like you were whatever they said you were, I feel like this Capricorn is consorting with different people to get them to do things to you, to harm or to hurt you. But nothing is working. What is court? This Capricorn, because whoever this person is that doesn't have any more energy for them, because what they told them was a lie, and they got a lot of backfires after they did a lot of magic on you. They got a lot of bad karma and backfires because you are chosen. You are chosen, and you have a purpose on this planet. You're of service. You feel good when you can help others. And this Capricorn still wants to use you, the one that told this lie about you, okay? And they're taking action. But the World card, the cycle's already over, okay? Tell me about court. What is this court? This could be spiritual court or physical court. Somebody is trying to create some kind of an illusion in court. What's this illusion in court? Who's this court energy about? What's this illusion in court someone's try to create? What is this illusion someone tried to create in court? What is this court illusion? Somebody moved to calmer waters, the Six of Swords reverse. I'm sorry, the Six of Swords. Somebody has moved to calmer waters about something. Someone could be a Cancer, Gemini, or somebody could be a Gemini, Cancer, cusp. So somebody has moved to calmer waters about an illusion in court. Somebody told a lie about you in court or to a judge that might have allowed certain actions legally to be taken in your life without your consent or without your knowledge. It might involve someone that could have a Gemini placement and a Cancer placement in their chart, or this could be a Gemini Cancer cusp. Okay. And this person has moved on to calmer waters about it now because they can no longer keep this illusion going about you with this court energy right here. This older person, good gentleman in the reverse, this would be a mentor that could have been working with this Gemini or Cancer placement person. Older male, sober, thoughtful, wise, supportive, a boss, a guide, a mentor, a father figure, but he's in the reverse. So there's an older toxic person that's in the reverse. That's none of those things. They're a bad mentor. They give bad advice. And I do want to pull just a smidget of, yeah, I did say smidget, y'all. A little bit of energy to get an idea of who we're talking about here. Tell me about this older gentleman. Who is this older person? Okay, somebody is a romantic couple. Okay. This is the mother or father of one or more of someone's child. This could be the mother or father of someone's child. A romantic couple. Somebody could have had a baby. We'll see. I want you to clarify that good gentleman in the reverse. This is an older person. It could be a masculine or feminine, but this is an older person. I want you to clarify who this older mentor is. I got CIA. This is someone's ex-husband or ex-wife. Somebody might be in the CIA. Somebody might be in the CIA. Somebody could live in a Northwest state. Somebody could live in the USA in the Northwest state, or someone could be in the Northwest. This person could be in the CIA. Okay. Somebody might be connected to an Eritrean at the NSA. Clarify who this older gentleman is. I want you to clarify that older gentleman. This is someone's friend. This is someone's ex-husband or ex-wife. So it did come back out. Okay. This is an ally or associate that they worked with on this. Clarify that older good gentleman in the reverse, please and thank you. Someone might be Puerto Rican and someone might be of South American descent. This Eritrean is back out in the NSA, okay? And my dad was CIA, so I can steal from and kill whoever I want to. I am a spoiled brat. Okay, so what I'm getting is there's an older person here that possibly was or had a career in the CIA that is a part of this cult, that might have made really good money off of you or off of what they were trying to do to you. Didn't I tell you some of these people, when they make it to the other side of the glass, to have some of these jobs, when they make it to the other side, their job, just like the peacekeepers in the Hunger Game, is to make sure that no one else from where you come from makes it over. You understand? It's like we'll let a couple of y'all through. We'll let a couple of y'all through, but then nobody. But it's your job to make sure nobody else can come through. Okay. I know I told you all my story about what I was going through. I have an uncle that y'all saw my post that put a contract for me to be killed while I'm here in Africa. His name's Gary Spencer Moore. And I remember hearing him talk. I remember overhearing a conversation he was having one time with somebody. And he was like talking about white people. And he was like, oh, yeah, if you hook up with the right one, his ignorant ass. He was like, if you hook up with the right one, they'll do everything for you. They'll hook you up with a good job. And yeah, he one of them. They'll hook you up in a good white neighborhood. Because my uncle, had a son, and he got, he bent over backwards to make sure his son didn't come in contact with no black people while he was growing up. He one of them. And now his son don't really like black people, and y'all know, he one of them. But either way, this uncle of mine, he was like, and they'll do things for you, but you just got to make sure it's just you, and don't tell nobody, because he don't want too many of us, our people or whatever. They like, we don't want all them coming through or this, that, and the other. We'll just do this for you, and then it look like we doing equality or something like that. I just remember overhearing him having some kind of conversation like that. I remember him having some kind of conversation like that. And my uncle, he's lighter than me, high yellow. Like he might have been part of one of them blue vein, society, brown bag type people or whatever. His name is Gary Spencer Moore, by the way. But I feel like he was a part of a circle where he had connections to certain white supremacy groups in the government. And he was also in some kind of circle, blue vein or brown paper bag, where you had to be a certain complexion to be a part of something. And they would do things for that group or him. And he would do things for them to hold other black people back. And that's a part of what he was doing. He an old man now, but that's a part of what he was doing back in the day. Hold darker skinned people back from certain jobs in the government, him and people connected to him. And that's how they got their wealth and positions and retirement money and privilege and access to resources to block other people and keep them in certain communities from moving forward. Even though they have to let a few through, they gotta let. And in 2025, that's null and void. And even with the color thing, as time progressed, we need we could let 3 dark-skinned people in. Otherwise we're gonna get looked at because time is moving forward. This is him, okay? So I'm just saying that to say there are older people, and whoever's energy I'm picking up on. They might work for the CIA. They might come from a vulnerable community, but they might, just like in the Hunger Games, have played the role because they've been accepted into a secret society and been given privilege, but their job was to hold other people back from wherever you're from. Now, this could be, it doesn't have to be a race thing. This could be a class thing, okay? It could be a money thing. But whatever the case may be, whoever this person is, they were in the CIA, okay? And some of the people that they work with, somebody is somebody's ex-husband or ex-wife, okay? They work with possibly an Eritrean at the NSA, and others, I'm sure, South Americans, someone from, or several Puerto Ricans as well. And again, the reason there are so many foreigners here for a federal government agency is because it's easier to get away with getting foreigners to do this type of dirt to American citizens because they come from another country and they don't have any empathy for you at all whatsoever. And they don't give a shit about you. As long as they get money and they could build a beautiful home back in their country, or they could bring their family over here and get privileges, they'll do whatever they have to do to you, okay? And they look down on you anyway, especially a lot of times if you're Black. They don't see them, they see themselves as being accepted into the ruling class society. So when they see your ass, Eritrean, South American, Puerto Rican, and they get these jobs with the NSA and in the government to do things to your ass, y'all know who I'm talking to. Well, when they get these contracts, they don't have any guilt or conscience about it. Whereby somebody from America might be like, black or white, somebody that has roots in America might be like, nah, this ain't right. Nah, this ain't right. Y'all are doing this to American citizens. You know what I mean? It's more of a chance they'll get exposed. And they do better doing this with foreigners. And that's why they give them these jobs, okay, in the federal government, or they did in the past. So somebody was friends with someone whose ex-husband or wife was in the CIA, and they worked with people with other government resources. Some Eritrean, some South American, some Puerto Rican, and this older person is who worked in Chinese too, of course, Chinese. But they worked with this older person who's in the CIA. They followed him up, okay. Yeah, whoever that older person is, they followed them up. Okay, this person could have a play brother or a play sister in one of these government agencies, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They could have a play brother or a play sister. Okay, but these are the people that we're talking about here. All right, and then I have rich man and rich lady. Yeah, maybe this was a wealthy couple. They said this is a romantic couple. So they might have gotten, so this is what I'm getting. Whoever this person in the CIA is, they got an offer from a wealthy couple. They got an offer from a wealthy couple to work with or make an offer to people in your community and family to orchestrate some kind of situation in your life, possibly to get a court order over you, maybe to say that you're mentally ill or you're unable to take care of yourself or handle your finances. They needed some kind of control over you as an adult. Now, as a child, maybe it was easy for whoever's a part of this cult to access your energy spiritually, because people could have been in your home doing things to you when you were a child. But when you became an adult, they needed to find another way to access your energy and to control you. So that's when whoever this older man is in the CIA and the people he worked with received an offer from this rich couple, a rich man and a rich lady, to find a way to work with someone in your family, possibly to get a court order over you so they could have power over you as an adult. And the thing is, you would never know about this court order, and you would never know about this power. And to this day, in which they would be able to manipulate where you could work, where you could live, and things you could do, but it would come across to you as just you being blocked because you're just having bad luck or an obstacle. But they were actually doing stuff in the system legally against you and using as an excuse you couldn't care for yourself or something like that. And even to this day, if you try to find that court order, they'll probably try to block or hide it, because so many people that in cults that wanted access to adults to keep control of their energy. So many people, they did this to. So many bright stars that they wanted to utilize their energy because they're lazy. Because these are lazy ass people that don't want to work and that don't want to heal. These are lazy rich people that literally have an entitlement complex to the point of delusion, that go picking through people's villages, ghettos, trailer parks, barrios for bright children with bright futures and bright stars. And they offer money to people in their community to bind those children spiritually. And if that child breaks out of that bind when they become an adult, that's when they start paying people to send people toward them, to date them, to try to have a baby by them, to bind them with child support if you're a man, or to bind her with children to a narcissist if you're a woman, so she can be stuck in poverty because he first love bombed her to hell after her narcissistic abuse, and now she has 3 children, and now that he's got her where he wants her, now I'm going to walk away, and I'm not going to provide financial assistance. So y'all have plenty of supply y'all can get from this person now, because they need help desperately, and they'll do anything to keep food on the table and shelter over those children's heads. I did my job, pay me. You would be so shocked at how many young, bright men and women they have done this to intentionally. You don't even know the person you had 3 children with did that to you on purpose, and your family narcissistically abused you so you wouldn't know your value, so you could be love bombed at a young age and stuck in that predicament, and to trap you there so that you be stuck in a position where they could always access your energy, because they know you would do anything to put food on the table for your children, and you would do anything to keep a roof over their head. A lot of young people were targeted in this way that have a very bright Christ energy about them. And some people have even been able to find their way out, young men and young women that they sought to bind by paying people to be an op in their life at a young age. And still some people get free. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into this read right now. Somebody is sad either about your freedom because they were proud. You know, it was their pride. They didn't want to let you go. Ooh. Someone is really down and out about this, with this sad energy again. What is the energy crowning this read? Oh, somebody is really down in the dumps that's still taking action to try to get people to keep coming for you. Somebody still, even in your big grown age, because you're not in your 20s, whoever I'm talking to. Even in your big grown age, you could be a grandmother or of grandmother age. That just means you could be between the age of 35 or older, okay? In your big grown age, somebody is still sending people and paying people to randomly attack you spiritually. Even after it's over, even after you got your freedom, even after someone walked away from the lie that was told that was helping them. It could be a warlock or a practitioner that walked away from this person. But even after people are walking away, they're still just randomly, because it's a rich man and a rich woman. Whoever he is, he's bitter. So he just keeps on paying people because he's got endless money. Whoever the head of this cult is, and if he has responsibilities to a business or a country, if he's the president of a country, he don't care if them people starve. He don't care about opportunities or doing better. He's just taking money and just throwing it at people out of bitterness, because it's a demon. It's a demon that really wants your energy really bad. And whatever demon this older man is housing inside of him, it found someone in a position of power that had connection of resources, so that this demon could steer that car, that vessel, and maneuver in such a way to hone in on you and your energy your entire life. They needed someone with a lot of money and resources that would be able to hone in on your energy and have the right connections to people in the NSA and the government, so that they could keep you tracked. Whatever that demonic spirit is. See, these demonic spirits, especially the bigger demons, the principalities, they are very, very careful about who they select to enter into. Not the little demons. I'm talking about the principalities. The ones that need your energy to survive for real, and they monitor what's going on earth very carefully, because it's their survival. They have to make sure that they are placed in the vessel of someone with money and resources. They have to, and have someone that has access that they can fully possess. So when these demonic spirits are looking for someone, they're very, very strategic. Don't get me wrong. Some demons are more intelligent than others and higher ranked. And they are very, very strategic about how they locate a vessel of someone to work through to hone in on your energy. Okay. Tell me about this nutcase that just keeps randomly. Yeah, they know that you're full of joy, and this is one sick fuck. Yeah, he's a sick fuck. Okay. And he just keeps paying people randomly to spiritually attack you. So if you're going to the store, he'll pay somebody to just walk up to you in the grocery store, the parking lot, and throw magic at you. or if you don't come out the house, he'll pay someone to walk by your door in the morning and throw magic at you. This is somebody that will just keep on attacking you and attacking you and attacking you. Tell me about this Five of Cups energy. Just because they're mad, and it's the demon that's mad. Somebody has poor boundaries with friends, family, ex-lovers, and strangers. That's one way to acquire demonic spirits and entities, by having poor boundaries with friends, family, ex-lovers, and strangers. There are plenty of people out here housing all kind of disease spirits. Disease spirits are different toxic characteristic traits, unhealed traits of people that they carry that can jump onto you. You can pick up an entity going to the store and come back carrying some energy that's not even yours. I'm gonna tell you, I went to a thrift store in Texas one time because I like old things, and when I went in this store, it had a lot of old slavery paraphernalia, and then it had these Western boots, and then it had like this old Western belt and buckle and these cowboy hats. It had really, really old things at this thrift store, antique store, that when I was passing through Texas years ago. And when I left that store, there were hands running all over my back, up and down my arms and the back of my neck. And it was spirits and energy from all of the things in that store that I was touching. And it stayed on me for a good 2 hours before it broke off and detached itself from me. Like, I went into this thrift boutique store in Texas, and when I left there, a whole bunch of spirits and entities had latched on to my auric field. And it took 2 hours to get it off of me, because I could feel it moving around on my back and my neck and my arms. So we have to be careful that we have good boundaries with friends, family, ex-lovers, and strangers. And this was before I fully spiritually knew myself, some years back ago. I mean, I knew who I was, but, we grow spiritually every year, okay? So because spirits can latch on to you, okay? So that's why we have to have good boundaries with who we allow to access us, to touch us, to hug us, to touch our hair, who we borrow clothes from and loan our clothing to. Anything can carry energy. Anything can carry energy. You can't even loan your clothing out and shoes out or borrow people's things. You've got to be careful about that. A spirit can be transferred through anything, okay? Even through conversation, talking to somebody, you can take on an entity, can hop off of them onto you. If they can get you into a vibration that they're already on, that you're not on, okay? You ever was in a great mood, high vibrational, and then you got with someone that had a lot of drama going on in their life, and you went out for drinks or went out to lunch, and by the time you listen to all their drama, and they might have certain ways of thinking that might be low frequency or low vibrational, or maybe certain ways, but you don't judge them. But by the time, oh yeah, well, his ex, I fixed her because I made sure that when he dropped the baby off, blah blah blah. By the time you're done talking to them, your vibration is a little bit lower. Your vibration changes constantly throughout the day, constantly up and down. Your vibration, depending on where your mind is at that time, your vibration fluctuates constantly. Okay. You become a master when your vibration no longer is fluctuating. You're only vibrating in an extremely high vibration of perfect love. And that's when you're no longer in this human body. You're an actual master at that point. So, but as long as you're not a complete master of yourself, your vibration is constantly fluctuating while you're on this earth. So you ever hung out with a friend that maybe they had drama going on in their life, and your vibration was up here, and when you went to lunch with them and heard their drama, by the time you got done talking back and forth and listening to their foolishness, your vibration had lowered to where theirs was a little bit, and you laughing and cackling about some mess going on in their life, and then you're on that frequency, an entity can jump onto you. and you could carry or be walking in a lower vibration for a little while until you break it off of you or pick up on it or just shake it off. I'm telling you, people can transfer their energy onto you. So whoever this person is, someone has poor boundaries. Tell me about this Five of Cups energy. What's this? Someone is indifferent to a situation. Somebody could be very confident and secure about something, okay? Somebody could be emotionally immature and irresponsible. Tell me about whoever this Five of Cups person is. We all have both good and bad. We all have good and bad, overly logical. Somebody is very inspired by you, but somebody is a time waster. I so regret getting caught. This is love. So there's somebody here that's inspired by you. Okay. Now remember, we all have a dark and a light side. Someone is very inspired by you. Of course, you're a Christ child and you're on the Christ frequency. People are always inspired by people that are on the Christ frequency. This is love. Okay. This person regrets getting caught. Okay. They regret getting caught for what they were trying to get away with. They're a time waster. They're emotionally immature and irresponsible. They have poor boundaries with friends, families, ex-lovers, and strangers. Very confident and secure, and they're indifferent to a situation. Whoever's energy I'm picking up on right now. This is so weird. Okay, what is the obstacle? Holy Divine Spirit, what is the obstacle right now? Okay, so the obstacle right now is something is over. Yeah, and they're depressed. Somebody is depressed that they couldn't keep something hidden that they were doing to you. The hardest part, the hardest part for these people to get away with doing what they do a lot of times to you is you not knowing about what they're doing and how they're doing it and how they are able to carry it out. Okay, and I feel like this has something to do with draining your energy. But because you're 100% aware of how they have been draining your energy and the techniques that they utilize and the people in your life, at work, in relationships, in your family, people, places, and things that they utilize to drain your energy, because you're 100% aware of it, they can't utilize any of those techniques, which is why they just keep paying people to come and throw little spell work at you to be petty, because they're mad that people not working with them anymore, because you know how to counter every attack. Okay, what happened in the recent past? Somebody really wanted you to be able, somebody really wanted to get a diagnosis for you, is what I'm hearing. Somebody wanted to get a diagnosis for you so bad so that they could have control over you. Okay, I have Virgo energy here. I have Sagittarius and Gemini energy on this table right now. Somebody really wanted to get some kind of court order over your life, and it kills them that they can't have control over your life. Okay, something they invested their energy into doing, which was this magic, the magician. It backfired. You see, the magician here is reversed. Okay, it was a bad investment. The Seven of Pentacles can talk about someone watching something, but the Seven of Pentacles also talks about sowing seeds in the ground and then looking at the type of fruit that came as a result of what you planted, whether it's good or bad. What became of something you invested your energy into doing? Something physical, usually. It could be a money investment. But here, it's talking about their investing their time and energy into doing magic against you when it backfired. And now they're trying to avoid a tower. Okay, so somebody has to work very hard to try to balance something here. Temperance. So tell me about this tower. What's going to happen with this tower if they don't balance this magic? Tell me more about that. Avoid a tower. what kind of tower would happen? The Seven of Swords, okay, someone's trying to get away with something, okay. Someone could have Cancer in their chart with this moon energy, or somebody could be moving in silence or secret, okay. Wow. Somebody could have Gemini, Cancer in their chart once again, okay. Somebody broke up with a prostitute type energy. I'm looking at the King of Wands reverse energy because they didn't get their wish fulfillment. Okay, so somebody has broken up with a prostitute type energy that might have been a part of this cult, and now they're trying to get away with something. They're working on trying to balance a situation now. Okay, who's this Emperor right here, Holy Spirit? Tell me more about the situation. Someone that kept trying to orchestrate something. Someone could have Aries in their chart as well, an Aries placement. Whoever this Aries or Emperor man or woman is, whoever this person is, I feel like this is Aries energy. They're stuck in a cycle. Tell me more about that situation. Whoever they are, they're stuck in some kind of a cycle. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse, because somebody let something go. Something has been released. Someone could have released somebody from something. Somebody let something go. The Lovers. Somebody couldn't persevere. Somebody could be a Gemini or a Cancer or a Gemini Cancer cusp. Somebody let something go. And that could have been a relationship they had, a connection that they had with somebody. Okay, a partnership. The Lovers can talk about a partnership because somebody could not persevere in what they were trying to attempt to do against you. Whoever you are the glue that was bonding a whole cult together. Like a whole bunch of people came together in the name of you. I don't even want to say in honor of you, because it was not in honor of you. It was to utilize you, like you are some kind of a sacrifice. like you're some kind of a sacrifice, okay? But you were holding an entire cult together. All these people were together, all about you and your energy. You were supposed to be one person. You were supposed to be a whole cult's battery source, which lets you know there are a lot of people walking around on this planet that are not human. There are a whole bunch of demonic spirits that are walk-ins that have gotten control of the vessel of people that were not able to overcome and do their shadow work, that were willing to allow their soul to be rendered out in this lifetime, so to speak. They allowed a whole demonic spirit to walk in and take over their vessel because usually they offered them some kind of superficial, shallow thing that helps them to avoid healing from whatever their traumas are, that stop them from feeling confident about who they are in their authentic self. Okay. So they have to, people that are unhealed oftentimes have low self-esteem and their confidence is low. So they have to have something to prop them up. And that usually has something to do with status or money or something materialistic. Okay. So there are a whole bunch of demons that have gotten the hold of vessel of unhealed people that needed to trade themselves for something superficial, for a lack of healing, which is a lack of having confidence and being secure. And that demonic spirit that allowed and granted them whatever superficial finances or money or whatever status they got, they were allowed to walk into their vessel spiritually and completely take over. The person's intention may not have even been for that demonic spirit to take over their vessel. And they probably didn't realize it would take over to that extent when they made the deal. But because they were in an unhealed state at the time, they made whatever contract they made, and they were unhealed, they made the deal. And maybe they enjoyed money, status, fame or whatever for a period of time, but now they're a walking demon. Now they're only a mere shell of who they used to be. They don't even get to really enjoy life because that demonic spirit needs to eat, and it's eating off of their energy and their life force, which forces them to do things to people in the world to get their life force so that they could stay here and maintain their body. You understand? So it's a whole bunch of people in cults that are demonic spirits that have completely taken over these vessels. So you got somebody, a prostitute energy that was working with an Aries that was supposed to be able to uh, work with other people, and all of them are unhealed people that are walk-ins. These are not humans. These are demonic entities living in these people's vessels, and they're all doing bad right now. Uh, Tell me more about this situation right now. This person is very unhappy with their situation right now. This person might be planning to travel or trying to find another direction to go through, to go in their life right now. Somebody might be in the Five of Pentacles, so they might like be trying to orchestrate something with someone else doing magic, maybe some kind of spiritual practitioner or someone that does magic. They could be trying to orchestrate things. This person's whole life is unstable. They could be sleeping in motels, trying to figure out one day to the next. This is somebody right now that's in retreat. The cult that they joined and the mission that they signed up for was a complete and utter failure. To use you as a human battery, it was a complete and utter failure. So whoever this person is, now they're trying to figure out their life, and they're probably robbing Peter to pay Paul, and probably pulling little small scams, orchestrating small things because they're in the Five of Pentacles. Maybe trying to orchestrate. Usually, when a person that was up at one point in their life, flying all over the world, going on vacations, throwing money in the air, because like Puff Daddy, because whatever demonic contract they made has them on top of the world, that's only for a season of their life. By this season of their life, what that's going to look like is the grannies of Gambia. Okay. If you've ever seen this documentary called The Grannies of Gambia, it's a whole bunch of these 80 and 90-year-old rich little old white women, and they go into Gambia and they get these 20-year-old African men, and they're getting married to them, and they kissing them in the lips, and yay, we're married. And they're building them these homes and buying them all these things or whatever. And it's not just white women. It's women of, it's a lot of older women. It's really ridiculous. It's like, come on, man, come on, really. But either way, you see it on 90 Day Fiance and stuff like that, where it's a 90-year-old woman and a 20-year-old man. It's gonna be that type energy. They're no longer on top of the world. They're gonna be trying to suck the toes of maybe a woman that's in Section 8 that might still be freaky, but she's in her 80s, and he got to suck her toes and things like something crazy like that. That's the type of scams that they got to pull now. You understand? Before, harnessing your energy, these people were on top of the world. Just like now, Puff Daddy, jail is the name of the game for him. Like R. Kelly. These people, when they're in their season of pissing on people and doing the things that they're doing to ruin people's lives and stealing people's energy, and they have all that money, they usually don't save it. They throw that money, they don't invest properly, because these people, they don't have real foresight, and they don't invest the money because they don't think about the future, because they believe they'll be able to do whatever they're doing forever. And then they go into a season of poverty, the Five of Pentacles, where they're still doing the same thing, but on such a low level. It's like looking for women with Section 8 and on a fixed income with Social Security and hugging up on them. It's that type energy. And it's vice versa with the men, looking for men in a wheelchair on a fixed income somewhere, and having to go sprinkle his balls with talcum powder and tickle his balls, by this stage. This is the Five of Pentacles. This is the type of thing this person has to orchestrate right now. This is the type of thing they have to orchestrate right now, the Ace of Wands, because they don't have the same effect on people they did when they were younger. They can't pull the same cons and scams. They can't. There are a lot of people that they messed over on that they can't go back around to. A lot of old narc supply, people that they've gotten over financially, people that they used and abused for resources, and then left and dropped like a bad habit. And they can't go back to any of those people. So it forces them to find new supply, but they're older now. So the new supply that they have to find usually has to be much older than them. And that's going to possibly be in the 80 and 90-year-old range, and that's where they at with it right now. Okay. Okay, the King of Cups reversed. Okay, someone could be an Aquarius. Okay, so this Capricorn and Aquarius, or someone could have a Capricorn and or Aquarius placement, is very childish. They're very childish. What's the six about somebody moving forward? Because it's not their wish fulfillment for a Cancer to move forward with their life. So there's a Cancer that was a part of this cult, and they're moving away from a Capricorn Aquarius, either a Capricorn and an Aquarius, or a Capricorn that has an Aquarius placement in their chart. They're upset that this Cancer is moving forward in their life, and they're not getting their wish fulfillment. And they're upset because of that. Okay. Yeah. Because they have past history together, the Six of Cups. Yeah, they did a lot together. But this person's stability might be compromised. So an Aquarius, Capricorn, their stability might be compromised with the Nine of Pentacles reverse because they got dropped on their head is what I'm getting. So they might have released and dropped this person, and now they might feel like they're stuck. Yeah, this devil energy. And they're in a mental imprisonment, okay? Because they can't take a risk. Yeah. Someone won't take a risk to celebrate with them anymore with the Three of Cups. Yeah, because somebody doesn't have the power. Or someone didn't have the power to put you into a prison and control your life the way they wanted to make you their puppet. Somebody wanted you to be their puppet. What's the Three of Wands? Somebody could be expecting to move forward in their life with another contract or a marriage or something with the Hierophant. Somebody's going to take a risk to try. Someone is aware of something. Oh, wow. So there's a prostitute energy here. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that's taking very quick action because they feel threatened because they think that somebody is coming toward you that wants to try to take a risk to see if they can get into a contract of some kind with you. This could be a work contract or a marriage contract, but somebody's trying to take quick action to do something because they feel like somebody might be trying to come toward you. They've gotten some kind of clarity or they're aware. Okay, the star. Okay, so there might even be somebody is aware of the truth about something, that either someone is not the star. Somebody could have tried to convince someone that they were some kind of Christ star energy and they're not, and they couldn't persevere, and they changed their mind about them, right? Because somebody's aware that somebody that was trying to pretend that they were you, somebody knows that they're not. So there was someone that was trying to pretend that they were that Christ energy, but they were only using your energy by copying your energy and mirroring it to try to make themselves appear as the sun. Okay, this could be a Leo. This might be a Leo energy that could have been doing this. Okay, somebody could have Pisces in their chart, but they took a risk to try to sacrifice you as well. Okay, so they also took a risk to try to sacrifice you. Okay. Judgment. What's judgment in the reverse? Because okay, they're taking a risk. So they're taking a risk right now doing spell work. They're still doing death spells on you to try to sacrifice you, this Leo energy, sun, moon, or rising. And the reason they're doing that is because they think somebody's coming towards you to offer you a contract or a marriage. And they wanted people to think that they were this star energy, but the person, whoever this person is coming toward you, they know that they're not. They know that they were mirroring your energy, okay? And they've changed their mind about them, okay? Whoever this person is, okay? The star in the reverse, okay? Someone could have Aquarius in their chart. Clarify Aquarius, okay? Somebody's going to try to balance the situation, the full reverse. They're not going to take any more chances. So apparently somebody might have been looking for a certain type of an energy. What's the Five of Pentacles? Oh, they're going to be in the Five of Pentacles. So there's a Leo that's burdened because they're going to be in the Five of Pentacles because they couldn't copycat you enough and get your energy to make someone think that they were the star and you were not. In other words, they were trying to mimic Christ's energy. Sweetheart, it's very hard to mimic Christ's energy, okay? There's some witches out there that do know how to mimic, talk a certain way, word witches. But this is something that emanates from your heart. It's like, how long can you wear a mask at work? How long can you wear a mask? And I'm talking about everybody. All of y'all know, especially if you work at a restaurant or if you work at certain jobs that are customer service oriented, you have to wear a mask. Even if you talk on the phone to customers at a call center, you have to prop up your voice and talk a certain way. And then when you go to happy hour or get off of work, you become yourself and everybody's like, ugh. Or when the last customer has left your business, if you're a real estate agent, whatever, and you lock the door behind them, that's when everybody lets their hair down, so to speak, on a job. You know what I mean? It's work when you're at work and you're having to wear a mask because that's part of your customer service, okay? It is work because you can't wait to either walk through your door or lock the door behind the last customer because the business is closed now, and you get to take off that professionalism mask and now be yourself. And that's when everybody get to talking crazy. Child, did you see that crazy hat? She came in here with that feather talking about she wanted us to redo her whole application. And you understand, it's like a sigh of relief, like, it's exhausting. It's a drain on your energy. This person, this prostitute energy that was trying to mimic Christ consciousness, it was so exhausting for that demon. Do you know how exhausting it was for that demon to have to mimic Christ consciousness? It was exhausting. Even the demon was like, oh, vomit. Do you know how exhausting it is? Like in a demonic voice. Do you know how exhausting it is having to mimic being nice and caring about people and having empathy? I don't have empathy for no goddamn body. God damn it. I need a drink. I need something. How do you do this all day long? This is that type of energy. They can't mirror. They can only go for a couple of hours at a time, and then that little vampire got to go back in her coffin or his coffin and rest and charge up again, because it's hard to mirror empathy and love and compassion and true light and happiness and happy-go-lucky, high-spiritedness when you're not genuinely feeling it. And that's not who you genuinely are. Yeah, it's draining on you. It's like, oh my God, shit. That's how these demonic people are. They're like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted, which is why when they trick divine masculine and divine feminine people into relationships, and they have to wear that mask all day long. After a while, that mask comes off, even under the same roof. Because after a while, they're like, this is exhausting. I don't even care no more. I'm about to show you my real face. I don't care. I'm about to tell you how I really think. I'm tired of acting. They might act for a good 6 months to a year before they can show you who they really are. Pull a chakra card, third eye. And TikTok, gunshot, warning, the clock is running down. So time is running out for something. Time is running out for something. This might have something to do with someone's third eye. Clarify third. Why is third eye out here, or why is pull a chakra card out here? Why is pull a chakra card out here, Holy Spirit? Okay. Somebody has an overactive third eye chakra, hallucinations, or sensory disturbances, or someone could be doing spell work on someone's third eye to cause that. Overactive crown chakra, self-destructive behavior. Solar plexus, inability to emotionally detach from problems and holds on emotionally. Here we go again with this energy that has a lot of trouble releasing things emotionally. Heart chakra, overactive. Somebody has an overactive heart chakra. Sacral chakra, underactive, uninspired. So there's somebody that is, someone is uninspired. They have an overactive heart chakra. They have the inability to release and let things go emotionally, to detach from their problems. This person could be dealing with some self-esteem issues, root chakra, okay? They have a tendency to lie. They have an issue with their throat chakra, and they have a big fear of betrayal, heart chakra, underactive. So whoever this person is that I'm picking up on right now, it's something going on with their third eye right now where they might be hallucinating, and they might have an overactive crown chakra, and it could be causing them to engage in self-destructive behavior. Oftentimes, when we have an overactive crown chakra, it can cause people to engage in heavy drinking or toxic activities. Overactive crown chakra. Okay, what's going on here? The hangman, someone could have Pisces in their chart. Someone could be a Pisces, or someone could be aware of something. Tell me about this third eye energy. Somebody was giving to and receiving from somebody. Okay. Clarify that hangman in the reverse. Clarify the hangman in reverse. Somebody didn't get what they were expecting. Okay. So somebody that was working possibly with another person that did not produce some results that they were expecting is that has self-destructive behavior is in the Five of Pentacles right now. Wow. And somebody is aware that the clock is running out. Clarify the clock is running out. The Four of Pentacles. Somebody could be pulling back from something. Clarify, warning, the clock is running out. Somebody's running out of time. A narcissist, the Queen of Swords reverse, man or woman. Somebody's running out of time because something's about to happen. Wow, the Page of Cups reverse. Somebody might be very childish. Someone might be a Pisces, or they could have Pisces in their chart. Or someone might be very childish and might want to gaslight someone and try to emotionally manipulate somebody. Clarify that Page of Cups reverse, please and thank you. The clock is running out, a King of Wands. Okay, this could be a fire sign, or this could be someone that's very attractive that wants to emotionally manipulate and gaslight someone. Who is it that they're wanting to emotionally manipulate? Oh, someone trying to get away with something because time's running out. So time is running out, and somebody's money could be running out too, is what I'm getting, because they didn't get what they were expecting. They were expecting your energy. Ah, okay. So because somebody did not get your energy the way they thought, they are starting to hallucinate. It's like someone self-destructing. So what I'm getting, it's like it's like y'all know them TV shows where it's something like a bomb, and it's the timer is going on it, and it's at 3 minutes and it's counting down, and it's going to self implode or be destroyed at a certain time. I feel like somebody's worried that they're going to self destruct. Whoever this person is, they feel like they're going to self destruct if they don't connect with you. They changed their mind because time is running out. They're starting to hallucinate. Their money is running out. And they feel like if they don't connect with you, that they're going to self destruct. Wow. Because somebody wasted a whole bunch of time. This could be a Cancer. Somebody wasted a whole bunch of time trying to give somebody else your spiritual energy and your gifts. So I'm feeling somebody spent too much time trying to give a copycat your power, and you don't have the power to do that. Again, people regret, or somebody, this could be the person that regrets trying to restrict your freedom out of pride when you're a person of service, so that they could rewrite your story and then try to give your story to a prostitute. Okay? Because the King of Wands reverse is a prostitute type energy. This is a person that does not know their self worth and their value. This is a person who feels like all of their self worth and value is between their legs, whether it's a man or a woman. This is the type of person that feels like they literally have nothing else. They literally have nothing else to offer anybody else, unless it's something sexual. You understand? Whoever this person is, they have very low self esteem. And the only thing, but this is, whoever this person is, they wanted to take your Christ consciousness and they wanted them to mimic it. And then they wanted to take your spiritual power, your oil, and pour it into a prostitute. A prostitute that does not have any wisdom. A prostitute that does not have any understanding. You understand? Whoever this person is. Yeah. Whoever this person is, whoever this person is, they try to give all your energy to a prostitute, literally. They try to give all your energy to a prostitute, okay? And they had to let them go because the clock is running out on them and they're self destructing right now. That's weird. That's really weird. It's almost like you and this person have some kind of spiritual obligation to fulfill, and they try to switch partners, okay? Um, it's like, say you come from some kind of village. Say you come from some kind of village, and the people in your family hold some kind of special spiritual position that only you can hold and only they can hold. And y'all are the two people that are supposed to hold this spiritual position. It could be a hierophant position, whatever. But say someone that's jealous of you comes along, and I think I talked about this the other day. Someone that's jealous of you comes along and says, no, I want to be the Heyoka of the village, or I want to be instead, they get so much attention because this is the healer of the village. even though that's in their bloodline and in their family and that's their rightful position. I want it to be me. And this is just a random, like, this is like just a random. This is someone that comes from a legacy of prostitution. Literally, they have no type of spirituality or anything about them, but they're very physically attractive. And they just decide they're going to use their sexual energy to manipulate, to take your position that belongs to you. Say ministry runs in your bloodline, spiritually and in the physical. And there's a position in ministry that you have to take. It's meant for you. You're supposed to, like it's written in the stars for you to take this position. Okay, because you got some healing to help people do, because it's a part of your DNA. It's a part of your mission, your purpose. So you have a gift for it. But somebody else just decides, I want it to be me. And they go to the weaker person. And I talked about this before. And this didn't happen literally, but I'm saying figuratively. Whoever this jealous woman is, she went to whoever this, I feel like this spiritual counterpart of yours is, because I feel like this might be your spiritual counterpart. And she told him, I'm going to have a dick sucking contest and I want you to be the judge and I want to practice on you. And this man lost his mind, basically. And it was hard for him to say no to that. It was like, oh, wow. Well, do you know anything about spirituality? Is it in your blood? Do you know how to, I want to become her. I want you to do that for me. But first, let me show you what I'm going to do for you. Now, of course, I made that up about the dick sucking contest, but I'm making a point in how the king and queen of wands reverse, how they use their energy to get positions, to get status, to get money, to get marriage contracts, to get spiritual contracts, to try to take things that are meant for other people. They utilize their sexual energy in that type of way. And if the person that they're utilizing it on does not have control over their sexual energy, if they have not mastered that aspect of themselves, they might just try it. And whoever I'm picking up on this masculine is, they tried it. They were like, well, it's not really meant for you. I can't even see you knowing anything about or being in this position. But you know what? I ain't never been in a dick sucking contest before where I was the one being practiced on and I got to be the judge. So I'm going to give you a shot. I'm going to give you a shot at it. You understand? You might come from a whole bloodline of shamans, and somebody wanted to step into your shoes and become a shaman or a pastor or whatever type of position something is. Somebody wanted to step in your shoes and literally become you. And all they had to offer was their mouth and whatever other holes they made use of to get a man that did not master his sexual energy to give them a shot. And this man was trying their best to help them to become a copycat and copy you and to take your energy. But he might have set something off spiritually because he's starting to hallucinate, because it's like, in those movies about World War III about to happen, and it's like to access a missile, you have to stick the key in or to stop the missile, but it's two counterparts that have two keys, and one can't take an action without the other because they both have to be in agreement. So both of them have to stick the key into the missile and turn it at the same time to turn and launch the missile or to turn the missile off. It's something like that going on right now, where you are the counterpart spiritually of whoever this other person is. But because they had not mastered their sexual energy, they gave a prostitute an opportunity to try to walk in your energy and shoes and replace you. And because of that, it's something going on right now, like it's a bomb about to explode, and you have the other key. And they're trying to, and the bomb that's about to explode, they are self-destruction. They are self-destructing, okay? They are the one that's self-destructing. That's why they're hallucinating out of their third eye, and they're saying the clock is running out, because they're self-destructing and you're the one with the other key. And they need for you to stick that other key in order to get them back on the right course and spiritual path. So whatever this mission is, you'll have to fulfill, you can do it. Okay. Now, we're not talking about what's politically correct, like, shoot, that person tried to replace me. They can't replace me. Shoot, nope, I would never speak to them again. No, that's political correctness. That is what is expected by man's standards. Like, oh, yeah, write them off forever, blah, blah, blah. Being politically correct about how you should handle an individual that has been as abusive and horrifying as this person with other people, unfortunately, can't govern this situation, because this is about a real spiritual contract. You understand? Other people are not going to understand this. This is about an actual spiritual contract. So whatever's politically correct to say or do, that does not count on the spiritual realm, because the spiritual contract overrides what you're supposed to do, what people would expect you to do here in the physical realm. I'm not saying you have to be in any relationship with this person at all whatsoever, but you have some kind of spiritual contract with whoever this person is. Now, whether you step up and participate in whatever this spiritual contract is, of course, it's still your decision and up to you. But it's something like something's about to happen to them. Something's about to happen to them, and time is running out, and they're starting to hallucinate because they tried to put a prostitute energy in your spiritual position, and now they're self-destructing. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. The kidnapper and Neuralink chip in you is destroyed or permanently disabled. Somebody might have some kind of Neuralink chip technology in their body that's not working the way they want it to. Somebody might want to kidnap somebody even. Somebody may want to kidnap somebody to put another injection inside of them because it's not working the way they want it to. I'm feeling that energy. I'm going to pull on it in a minute. So if somebody has some kind of chip inside, oh, this is happening right now, a conspiracy to commit murder. These are petty crimes, online scammers stealing money. This is happening right now. A dog. Uh-oh, somebody have a dog? What's this? Okay. All right, y'all, I got a message for somebody. Somebody has a dog. Okay, I'm not a dog person, y'all. I'm a cat person. And guys, I know some of you might be wondering what became of Osar and Offset. I know y'all might be wondering. Y'all don't know how it broke my heart to have to give them up for adoption. But even before I sold my house, the people that were targeting me, these people, these Satanists, these witches and warlocks are completely heartless. They kept on feeding my cats poison, and my cats were indoor. When I was still in Georgia, my cats were outdoor cats. So I had a door, which means they were allowed to go in and out the house. Anybody that has cats or ever had a cat knows you cannot turn an outdoor cat into a full-time indoor cat once they've gotten used to going outdoors. You can't do it. They'll try to break through the window. Once a cat experiences being able to go outside on a regular basis, you can't make them stay indoors. You just can't do it, okay? And they, closer to the time that it got for me to leave, they kept on picking up my cats and kidnapping them, keeping them for 24 hours, and then they would poison them, and then my cats would lay down and be poisoned, but then my ancestors would heal them, and then they would poison them again or do stupid stuff to hurt and harm. They were trying to hurt and harm my cats, And then they got a warlock to completely possess Osar, my boy cat. Like he became completely possessed. Like you could see the warlock that in his eyes that took over his body, and he wasn't himself. He suddenly became something else, and his eyes got real big, and he was just pissed off. And I was like, oh boy, now this warlock has possessed my cat. And they just kept doing things to my cats to hurt and harm them. So the only way that I could protect them from being abused was to separate their energy from me. You understand? Anything connected to me that they could access or get access to, they were going to abuse and hurt and harm. So after I put my cats up for adoption, I kept going back and checking on them with the people that I put them with. And after a couple of days, I could see that they were no longer doing spell work on them. The warlock that had taken over him, he left the cat's body, and he was back to his normal self and his right mind. You can see when an animal is completely possessed, but I could see that the warlock had left my cat alone after that, and also that both of them were that they weren't targeting them anymore. So it was my cat's connection to that was making them a target. And I just couldn't stand the thought that these people were abusing and hurting and poisoning and possessing and doing all these horrible things to my cats, all because of me. So by releasing them to someone else, it's me they want. And them having no more connection to me, they're not going to target them no more, and they could live their life out or whatever. And I continued to visit them. I continued to visit them every other day until it was time for me to move out of my house. So Osar and Arset, yeah, they're gone now. They're in Georgia. Okay. Unfortunately, when you're targeted in this type of way, sometime when you're targeted in a certain type of way, you have to let things go that are connected to you when they're being hurt. Even in relationships, I knew I couldn't date anyone. Even if they made someone an offer and they turned that offer down, I knew they would ruin that person's entire life, like attack their job and then start trying to attack their transportation and do things. Like if I was to date somebody, being targeted when I was in Georgia, if that person turned down their offer to do something to me, they would make that person's whole life a target and maybe their children too. And that's another reason why sometimes when we're targeted in this type of way, we live a very secluded life to make sure that other people, innocent people and things don't get targeted as a result of being connected to us, especially if they want to do the right thing. So something is going on here. I'm going to pull the energy. Something's happening right now, or in real time. Somebody could have planned on trying to take someone's life. Maybe someone was about to take someone's dog's life. Someone could have a dog or some dogs, but somebody might have been planning on killing someone's dog. I'll find out in just a second. These are petty crimes. So this could be a dog murder. Sorry. Or someone attempting to take someone's dog's life. Someone could be an online scammer that steals money, but there is an ancestor that is spearheading and guiding the situation. See, your ancestors will even look after your pets because sometimes your ancestors will speak to you through your pets, okay? So your ancestors will look after your pets as well, okay? Now, tell me about this Neuralink chip is destroyed or permanently disabled and the kidnapper. Clarify, Neuralink chip inside of you is destroyed or disabled. Somebody, a Nine of Pentacles, someone's in some destructive, reckless energy. Why? Why is somebody in some destructive energy? Because they have to release something and let something go. So somebody could have some form of chip in their body in which they were able to track you everywhere you go to cause you some imbalances. Some of you that have been heavily gang stalked might feel like, how are they finding my location if I'm leaving my home on foot, public transportation, using cash, not taking any cell phone or no device, I don't, how are they still able to track me and gang stalk me? Because it's a chip in your body. There's a GPS tracker chip in your body. Just like when you chip the animals with the needle and it's a liquid that goes in their body, that's a chip. It's a chip in that liquid, a GPS tracker. And that same liquid could be injected into your body as well. And they could track you wherever you go to. Okay. Because I remember I tried to ditch all technology and go to a park. And lo and behold, they found my exact location and came to where I was. So that's how it's a good chance something's in your body if you are still being heavily stalked and don't have any technology or anything on you, any trackers. Somebody, Temperance, was able to track you through some type of chip in your body, and so that they could find ways to throw things off in your life when you were going places to do things. Okay. Maybe they were tracking you so they could kidnap you. I feel like somebody might have been tracking you so that they could kidnap you, but it was a missed opportunity. Okay. So somebody was tracking you everywhere you went because they were waiting for an opportunity to kidnap you. Okay. And they were tracking you through a chip in your body. So, in other words, somebody probably was going to kidnap you and use you as a human battery to energy harvest through some kind of sex trafficking. Maybe they were going to keep you in a room, or maybe they were going to unalive you and sacrifice you, or they were going to sexually assault you and just keep you somewhere in a room and take your energy through sex or something. But God and your ancestors. So somebody was keeping track of everywhere you went because they were waiting for an opportunity to get you. Like, do they grocery shop late at night? Do they come in through the back door? Are there any vulnerable times where they go to a vulnerable location? Do they come home at an odd time from work? Can we catch them on the highway with a flat tire? They were tracking you everywhere you went to kidnap you, but it's a missed opportunity because the tracker inside of your body isn't working anymore. So they can't take the risk and the chance any longer for somebody. Okay. These demonic people are really sick. Tell me about this online scammer. It could be an online scammer that might be trying to kill someone's dog. Tell me about this online scammer, please, and thank you. The Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay. This is someone that is not in any more celebratory. So somebody could have been turning up because they might have had a lot of success doing a whole bunch of online scamming, and the party is over, is what I'm getting. Now this person is dealing with a whole bunch of burdens. So whoever this online scammer is, they're dealing with a whole bunch of burdens right now because they're no longer in celebratory energy getting away with something. So they might have been connected to someone that had access to resources that allowed them to get people's personal information to do this online scamming. And they could have gotten away with a whole Ace of Pentacles of money from a whole bunch of people. They could have stolen with the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. They could have stolen a whole bunch of money from a whole bunch of people, right? Somebody could be a Pisces, or somebody could be aware of something. Clarify this Hangman in the reverse. Okay, something could have come to a standstill. Somebody in their thoughts about something. Somebody could be a Pisces or have a heavy Pisces placement in their chart, and they're in their thoughts about something. They're aware of something. Okay, somebody is aware of something. Okay, the Four of Swords is clarifying the Hangman in reverse. So that's awareness. Somebody is aware of their online, the money they stole. That's why they can't celebrate anymore. This could be a Queen of Swords, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So somebody is aware that they've been stealing a whole bunch of people's money online because of their connection, so they can't celebrate anymore. Whoever this person is, they're heartbroken because people are aware that it's them. So this could be someone even with an online platform that was connected to a cult where they had access to steal people's money online, uh, alter their views, collapse their platform, hack their AdSense. Somebody had access to all that through this cult they may have been a part of. It could have been several people a part of this cult, and they were stealing a bunch of people's money, and they got away with stealing a whole bunch of people's money. Whoever this person is, this Queen of Swords energy. And they can't do it anymore because people are aware that they have been stealing people's money online. So they have to chill now. This could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And people know exactly who they are and that they've been allowed to steal money. Aquarius energy, the moon reverse, somebody couldn't keep their identity hidden while they were in this energy. Somebody is not the star, or someone could have an Aquarius placement in their chart. And now they can't recover. They can't recover. It's causing a monkey wrench, the Temperance card in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. It's causing a huge monkey wrench to their operation of stealing money from people online. The awareness, the fact that people know that this cult was allowing them to have access to people's personal banking information, their AdSense, and personal things, and allowing them to steal people's money online. I can't make it up. They were allowing these people, these could be people with platforms online that were receiving money straight from other people's platforms. And they were letting them do this. And because they can be positively identified, now they can't do it anymore. Someone's a Leo and someone is a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Tell me about this conspiracy to commit murder, this dog energy right now. Tell me about this dog. What's going on with this dog? Okay, somebody might have a dog, and somebody might be trying to do something at night. I'm looking at the dogs here. Maybe someone has more than one dog. Okay, I don't know why Scorpio is popping out to me. This scorpion in the water is popping out to me for some reason. Somebody might have a Scorpio placement in their chart. Somebody could have a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio placement in their chart. There could be somebody really shallow, selfish, petty, someone that will do anything for money, a King of Pentacles reverse. They could be doing something at night or planning on doing something and trying to keep it hidden, sneaking, okay? Someone could be a Virgo, or someone could be a teacher, or somebody could be some kind of hermit energy. Somebody can't take a risk because somebody couldn't create an illusion. Somebody couldn't create some kind of an illusion. Somebody can't create an illusion right now. The Queen of Cups reverse. So somebody that doesn't use their intuition, that lacks empathy and compassion, they were going to try to do something to someone's dog, either at night or in secret. Secret could just mean secretly feed someone's dog poison and they don't know why they suddenly got sick and died, or inject them with something with a needle. The Five of Pentacles, because they can't balance the situation. So someone is bitter because they can't balance a situation in their life financially. I feel like stealing money online anymore. I feel like somebody that might have given them access to some kind of resource whereby they were able to get away with stealing people's money in the past, because they can't steal people's money scamming online anymore. They're unable to pay their bills, which is that Two of Pentacles reversed with the Five of Pentacles. This is poverty, deprivation. This is lack. And the Two of Pentacles here, they can't balance their financial situation and pay their bills right now. So I feel like someone wanted to kill someone's dog to make a point. The Page of Cups, clarify that Page of Cups. That could be a Pisces. The Nine of Pentacles reverse. Oh, wow. This could be a Pisces that might be, whose stability might be threatened right now. So I have a Pisces, I have a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and I also have a Leo. So that's three. That's a Pisces, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and a Leo. These might be people that were being allowed to get access to people's personal resources, government resources, because they're part of this cult, so that they could steal people's money online. But because they can't do that anymore, or they were somehow being given money online in some kind of a way that is scamming, because they are not doing that anymore, they can't pay their bills. And because they're having trouble paying their bills and can't balance their situation, I think a Pisces is going to make an offering to do spell work to kill someone's dog. And then a King of Pentacles reverse is going to actually do the physical part. It's weird, but that's what I'm feeling. So it might be like a Pisces, a younger Pisces that was going to do the spell work, and then King of Pentacles reverse was going to actually kill someone's dog that might have allowed them access in the past. These are petty crimes, okay, but they can't take a risk now. Yep, they released it. So whoever this person is, the Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles reverse, that was going to physically go kill someone's dog in some kind of way, they're releasing it now. I guess they decided they can't get away with it. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, they were going to try to get away with it, but judgment, they might be worried or concerned about getting a judgment in court about this. A Leo. Yeah, so this Leo might be worried about being under judgment in the court system. Maybe they have other things on their record or other charges. And if they do something to this person's dog, they're worried that that might be the straw that broke the camel's back. And maybe they're worried about judgment for killing someone's dog. Okay? Okay, Holy Divine Spirit. What is the final message? What is the final message? What is the final message? Holy Spirit, Holy Divine Spirit. What is the final message, please and thank you? What is the final message, please and thank you? Final message. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to be back. Final message, Holy Divine Spirit. Give me three final cards so we can pray on this beautiful Monday morning. The sun is shining. This is beautiful. I don't see those heart clouds today. Try to pray before I spoke too soon. All right, what's the final message, Holy Divine Spirit? What is the final message? The final message. Final message, please and thank you. Okay, I have the Ace of Pentacles. I have the Eight of Cups. And I have the Knight of Wands. And I have the Four of Pentacles reverse. All right. So somebody is walking away. Okay. Somebody's walking away from something and releasing something. This Knight energy right here. Okay. Because they were being given money. Whoever this petty older man is that's mad because something's over, it's over now. He can't orchestrate anything else. But he's got money. He got long money. So he's just randomly paying random people to meet you places and throw spell work at you, because he's bitter because he can't access your energy. And this is what he does for entertainment and sport. Sometimes when people are in a position of power or wealth, and they have access to play with other human lives, they do things like these. So if random people walk up to you in the grocery store and places and they throw spell work at you, don't worry about it. You know how to protect yourself. It's this wealthy older man, and he just keeps paying people. He keeps paying different people to meet you at different places you go because they've been tracking you damn near your whole life. And he's paying them to just throw spell work at you. And this is just to be petty. That's it. He's not getting anything out of it but the satisfaction of knowing someone threw some negative energy at you. It's nothing, it's harmless. It can do nothing to you. Somebody he's been paying is releasing it though. They're tired of it. They're letting it go. One final card. Y'all, I have the most random, beautifully colored birds that just constantly keep flying in front of my door, landing, saying hello, and taking off and leaving every day. Just all these different types of birds. I'm gonna have to get some kind of camera cam that constantly rolls so I can film them. I'm gonna put a bird feeder out there. All right. Final message, Holy Spirit. Final message. Final message. The Three of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody, I got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Okay, somebody might want to work with somebody. This could be a group and celebrate with somebody. Somebody might want to work and celebrate with somebody. I don't know what this is. Or somebody, and there's a prostitute energy that's very sad about this because they didn't get that was their wish fulfillment. They're having an ego death right now, okay? They're aware. Someone is aware. The Page of Cups, clarify the Page of Cups, okay? This could be a younger Pisces energy. It could be even, or it could be a father figure, King of Pentacles reverse. This could be a masculine Pisces even, and somebody is aware. It could be two people here. It could be a prostitute energy and a father figure here. They're aware that someone wants to work with you and celebrate with you, and things are not going in their favor. And whoever this prostitute energy is, they're very upset about that. The Page of Swords reverse, because whatever lie was told about you to create this imbalance. I have air, and to get you stuck, like my ring just got stuck. Whatever lie was told about you, that was part of the fates, divine timing. Okay, so something right now is happening in divine timing because there are lessons that people have to get in divine timing, including yourself. It's a tower. Someone might be standing in their power now, and this is divine timing. Something was supposed to happen that is being divinely timed. That's what I'm supposed to tell you. There's someone here that might have been a false person is standing in their power now, the Emperor, and it's a tower for somebody. But what they're telling me with the wheel is this is actual divine timing. Everything is happening the way exactly it's supposed to, and it's happening in the time frame that it's supposed to happen to. That's why when we pray, we say, I trust in divine timing. Okay? So whatever this is, if you're supposed to work with somebody on something, it's divine timing at the right time. Maybe the wrong people in the wrong positions needed to first be moved out the way before you could collaborate in, I don't know, whatever this is I'm picking up on. But it's something here about divine timing, which means there are certain energies that could be a part of something that need to be completely removed, so that integrity can be brought into something, or balance. What I'm hearing is balance needs to be brought into something being done, some workings. There needs to be balance. And these were very unbalanced energies that were a part of something, doing something here. They don't know how to balance their dark and light energy at all. Full demonic workings, people that only operate out of pure darkness, and that's not balanced. Something is happening right now with divine timing, and I feel like you're supposed to be a part of it because you know how to balance your dark and light energy. But these demonic energies needed to be completely gone out the way before you make your presence. Okay. Otherwise, with this divine timing, if you came into the picture too early on, uh, it might have been sabotaged by these other demonic people. It's given me some energy where somebody needed to get their fill of something to the point where they become numb to something. That's what, if you understand what I'm saying. Somebody needed to get their fill of a lesson, and their soul, it's something their soul needed to experience to get their fill of it so that they no longer desire it. You know how you can eat a food, and I'm not talking about a pending relationship for you here. This is a business relationship. But you know how you can eat a certain food that you just fall in love with and you won't stop eating it, and you just keep eating it and eating it and eating it and eating it and you eat it so much because you just love it, and it becomes your favorite thing, and then one day you just never want to eat it again for the rest of your life. Okay, that's like some of your soul experiences. Sometimes your soul came here to experience certain things, even if that means it's getting your dick sucked from the back. I know we about to pray, and y'all like, you always got to spoil it, Kwanya. That mouth. This is I have no cut cards tarot, okay? But sometimes the soul has to experience a multitude of different things that you may perceive as good or bad, dark, light, whatever. But a soul has to experience a certain thing and enough of it to become completely immune to it. And when that soul has had that full experience, then it's completely done with it. And that soul can elevate from it. And this can be a multitude of a whole bunch of different things, okay? So, what I'm getting is it had something to do with maybe a spiritual counterpart, that it was something their soul needed to experience, and they needed to experience and get their fill of in order to satisfy their soul, whether it be good or bad, so that their soul doesn't crave it, that experience anymore. Because good or bad, dark or light, everything is a soul experience. Everything is something you learn from. So if you became a part of something too early on, or connected with something too early on, this person was not ready yet to detach from the energies that were giving them this experience that they needed, that their soul needed to get its fill of. Now, it brought them a lot of bad karma. It might have brought them a disease. It might have brought them bad luck. They might have lost a lot of money. It could have brought a lot of negativity to their life, but that was part of their experience. That was part of their life path. That's why that wheel card comes out, divine timing, okay? To get those energies completely out the way, they had to get their complete fill of that experience that those demonic energies were providing for them, whether it was through lust, or whether it was through engaging in some toxicity, through some unhealed aspect of themselves that they haven't healed yet, and emotional codependence, needing validation from the wrong people, and losing money, wrong path, really being able to see people for who they are and understand, why did I want validation from these disgusting people and demonic spirits that are beneath me? What caused me to need their validation? I don't even see these people the same way. You know, at one time, I placed more value on them than myself, and I put them ahead of me and my own needs. And now that I've gathered my confidence and self-esteem, I see that these demonic walk-ins are actually beneath me, and I was trying to impress them. To get to certain levels and points, we have understand both dark and light, we're all connected to each other in this human experience, and we all have to rub each other and mirror to each other things and lessons that we need to learn. So these other energies were a part of that person's experience, so that they could grow. You understand? So whoever this person is, they're in their power right now. And that's a tower to these prostitute energies with the King of Wands reverse. And they're stressed out because whatever it is they needed to get, they got it already. And now they've become numb. Their soul has become numb to this lesson. They got the lesson and they're numb to it. So now it's time for them to move forward. And these demonic spirits have to be ejected. And they have to clear the way for you to take your rightful spiritual position. Whether you're a Heyoka, whether you're a priest, a priestess, a pastor, whether you are some kind of shaman energy, whatever it is, whatever spiritual position is that you rightfully hold, you could not hold that position with those demonic energies around while that person was still in a weakened state, while that person was still in a lesson, while whoever this other person is that's a part of that path too, while they were still curious about this lesson, while they were still weak-willed and unable to control their sexual energy, or whatever the case may be. Okay, give me one final card and we'll close this out. All right. Somebody can't move to calmer waters about this, because these prostitute energies, they thought that this would go on forever. And it's because they lack foresight and wisdom that they always think that they're going to be in this energy forever and be able to keep pulling the same tricks over and over again forever. Unfortunately, that's the delusion of people that never raise their consciousness to a higher state. They get stuck in some kind of Groundhog's Day type of thinking where they don't realize they're aging and time is passing and the situations around them are changing. You don't look the same. People don't react to you the same. Magic wears off. Shifts are happening and occurring all around you. Growth is occurring. People are reaching the ends of 7-year cycles. Humans go through a change every 7 years. That's why we have 7 chakras. And every 7 years, your consciousness is supposed to raise through the next chakra, another state of awareness, from baby to you until you get older. You understand? The older age, when you reach the crown chakra, starts to open around the age of 43. Okay, starting age 7 to 14 to 21 to 28 to 35 to 42. Every 7 years, you go through another stage of awareness and growth. But these people that only operate in prostitute energy, they don't realize that. So they think that being in the same energy that they're in is going to have the same effect on the same people for the rest of their life. But it doesn't, because people grow, and somebody might be coming to an end of a 7-year lesson and cycle, and they might be going through their next growth. Okay. That is the end of the read. And now, anyone that wants to be a part of this morning prayer, I know I can be long-winded. Welcome. Whew. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Collective, thank you for showing up and showing out once again. I show gratitude for this beautiful Monday morning and day. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love right now. I show gratitude for favor and for protection from the Most High God, Yeshua, from my ascended masters, from my ancestors and guides that came before me of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for my angels and my guides. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude right now for every single blessing that has been bestowed upon me and my life. I show gratitude for each and every individual planet that has its own unique type of energy and vibration that help get our prayer requests granted. O Holy One, the Sun, who sits at the head of Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the Moon, Mercury, Venus. I decree and declare the sun will not spite me by day nor the moon by night. Right now, I take authority over every witchcraft attack being sent toward me by sun and by moon. Let it burst into flames and scatter, fall to the ground, burn to ashes, and scatter. I shall prosper and be in good health. Every pre-witchcraft attack, let it be cut off and diminished by fire. Every witchcraft attack going on in my life right now and in this live and in this environment, right now I command you, let its power be banished and destroyed by my authority and power in Christ. Right now, I cancel every dark, evil projection into my life and environment. Let every force of darkness get and flee from my home and around me right now. Abracadabra. Catch fire in the name of Yeshua. Yah. Witchcraft power sponsoring repeated problems and attacks. They shall not come to pass, neither shall it stand. Catch fire every waster assigned to waste my life and time. Right now, I command you to catch fire and scatter every projection of witchcraft over my health and energy. Scatter right now. I command peace, strength, and tranquility throughout this day and throughout this week. Right now. I show gratitude for this morning and day. Right now, I command and come in agreement that today, anything I speak, touch, seek to do, or accomplish will be blessed, manifest to the fullest, and flourish. I command joy, success in my life. I cut, disengage, and cancel by fire through every energy body on every plane, every single agreement and contract that was made and bound to me in the dream state. Right now, I order every plan, contract, and agreement null and void by fire through every energy body on every plane and in the dream state. I sever by fire every demonic cord and attachment. Catch fire right now on every plane through every energy body attached to me. I command and order all of my energy that was siphoned from me spiritually as I slept. I command you to return and come back to me instantly right now. My divine energy is mine only for the manifestations of my abundance only. I make my sweet great energy wait. Do not let separate from my estate. I neutralize and eliminate the hate. Positive and creative energy is my fate. Sacred and root chi, I do decree, I appreciate you, stay glued to thee. I command every ounce and inch of my divine energy to return through every energy body on every plane and come back to me right now. I command it. And as our energy returns to us, I command anything that anyone has purchased, built, or manifested using our energy without our permission and authorization, I command you to burn to ashes to the ground, be completely destroyed, and scatter in earth and in heaven. Whatsoever I bind in earth is bound in heaven, and whatsoever I loose in earth is loosed in heaven. I bind and contain every hex. I bind and contain every witchcraft attack, every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now on every plane in earth and in the heavens. I bind and contain right now, and I command you, I command you to return directly back to the sender right now. I command it. Abracadabra. Right now, we command all of our Modhara and Vladhithana chakra energy to fully replenish us. Right now, we command every obstacle placed in front of us to be instantly destroyed by fire on every plane through every existence. Right now, we cancel every orchestrated witchcraft attack and hex conjured by fire, by that Kundalini violet flame of our holy fire, which is our Holy Spirit, that we invoke with our holy words. Holy, holy, holy. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Right now, we return all spell work today back to the sender tenfold. Right now, I command you to go back to the person that sent you, to instantly go directly back, plant into their energy field, and remain stuck to them inside their energy field and aura, and manifest the outcome that they wanted and desired effect it to have on me to happen to them instead. I command you. I am. Right now, Any meeting arranged by anyone in my energy to frustrate my day, I command you to catch fire and be destroyed. Scatter forever and never assemble again. I destroy you and your evil intentions right now in the name of Yeshua, the Most High God, in the name of Jesus. For Jupiter, our contracts, our finances, in the name of Jesus. Our contracts, our finances, our energy. With my words, I command you to be consumed by my authority with that kundalini violet flame of my holy words on every plane, through every energy body. Right now, throughout this day and going forward. As I anoint myself this morning, I cleanse and remove from my body, from my chakras and cellular DNA and nervous system, through all 7 of my energy bodies, on every plane of existence, on the etheric plane, on the ethereal plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane, and cleanse from our aura by fire, by that kundalini violet flame, the effects of every energy weapon, every hex cast, every spell work, bewitchment, unbalanced, toxic, negative thought, evil eye, and energy. Right now, we transmute all toxic, negative energy back into the universe to be alchemized into positive energy. Let every man, woman, and child that we interface and come in contact with this day, let them go out of their way to do their best for us. We will see favor today in every area of our lives. All things will work together for our good today. We have divine immunity and protection today from all manner of confusion by those that have made us their enemies. Every and anything that we put our energy into this day, it will prosper and be successful. Anyone that is destined to help us will contact, locate, get through, and reach us today. Every door will open for me today. Every obstacle and the creators of challenges in my life today are blocked. They are disabled. They are stopped right now and removed far from me and cast and instantly ejected from my energy with divine intervention today out of our lives. By divine intervention today, I command it. I show and express love and gratitude for each and every one of my ancestors that came before me, of the highest vibration of love that made it over. My guides, ascended masters, the Most High God, Yeshua, of the highest vibration of love that were assigned to block, protect for me, that came before me. And I humbly open myself up to new blessings that will help me to ascend higher and to grow. This week, Ashe. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power whole and sane. Through ancestral lines I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It's protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be. Mote it be, so shall it be. I now close every portal and sever every energetic cord that no longer serves me. On the etheric plane, on the ethereal plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane. And I fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be, so shall it be. Ashe. Good morning, collective. Good Monday morning. I hope everybody is doing well this beautiful Monday morning. This is how we start the day off, and this is how we start off a brand new week. And this is how we're going to continue to start off the weekend day. Okay, guys, so happy to see all of your smiling energy. I can feel it. I can feel your smiles through the live. I can feel your energy smiling through the live. It feels great to see all those prayer hands. It feels good to see all those fire going up in the hearts. That's how you smile. That's how you smile at me through the live. I love each and every single last one of you. And I bless each and every last one of you. Thank you for being here. Great to see you. Anesthesia, Empress, High Priestess, Unbothered Empress, Diane Garrison, every last one of you. Thank you for showing up, especially thank you for hanging in there for the prayer, because I don't know what they do when I'm not looking on my computer or on my live. But Diane Garrison, Unbothered, Anastasia, all of you all. I know I saw MKL's something. I know I saw a couple of you there, but I just wanted to say hello and good Monday morning. Moon Rain, that Prime Tarot. Okay, hello. Welcome. SAJ and everyone else, whether you're in my live or not, making comments, Robin, Simon, whether I see you or not, everyone that was a part of this live, it looks like we were up to 300 strong today. Love each and every last one of you, and I will be back in a little after a short remission. Okay, I'm Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot.